There has been a ton of speculation around Denzel Mims this offseason and where exactly he fits into the Jets wide receiver room. After a strong finish to the 2020 season, Mims missed a lot of time again in OTAs and minicamp and was primarily with the second stringers. That chat is only going to increase after yesterday at training camp, where Mims was replaced by Vincent Smith and saw himself with the third string offense. So, should Jets fans be worried about Denzel Mims? How do I project him playing in the 2021 season? Well, let's look at the film and find out together. Welcome back everybody to the Play Like a Jet film room. I'm Luke Grant, and let's take a look at this Denzel Mims tape and exactly how he performed, because I think there's some misconception based on his statistics and how he was utilized by Adam Gase and Sam Darnold. I wanted to start with something he was terrific at Baylor, and that transferred over, and that's contested catches on the boundary. Some people look at that as a negative, but as you're going to see as we let this first play roll here, Denzel Mims is terrific at boxing out on the back shoulder ball and catching balls away from his frame. I want you to focus on how tight the coverage is and how good a job he does high pointing the football. Look right here, the extension from his arms, catching the ball away from his frame. That's what I love to see from an outside receiver. That's the aspect that reminds me of Brandon Marshall or Alshon Jeffrey. As we watch it one last time, the release isn't great. He gets squirted to the outside. The corner has leverage there. He likes his positioning, but Denzel Mims is really strong at the catch point. He's able to back shoulder it, high point the football, and get it for a large 20-plus yard completion. The second play from the same game against San Diego, and it's very similar, winning on the outside. You saw this a ton, but on this occasion, it's tracking the ball, it's looking the ball over your shoulder for that basket catch. And once again, look at the catch. His ability to track that over the shoulder is just superb. And you can really see it from this back end zone angle now. Denzel Mims, again, the release isn't great, and that's an area of his game I would definitely like to see him improve. Put more dead legs in there and some different tempoed releases. But look at how he wins. Once it's very close when the ball's in the air, and at the catch point, he's able to separate using nuance, using his strength, and then track that ball down. One more time from the top view, Denzel Mims does a great job separating late over the shoulder circus catch. I love that as well. An underrated part of his game, though, and something I wanted to bring to your attention, is how good Denzel Mims is after the catch for a 6'3" receiver. This isn't a guy who makes the catch and goes to the ground and that's it. This play against New England, have a look at him from the top of the screen. He's running a 3-yard slant. He catches the ball so well. Look at the way here. He catches the ball away from his frame, but he's able to run through the catch without slowing down. That's trust in your hands. And he is so close to breaking this tackle here and going to the house. Does a great job extending it 15 yards after the catch. And that's a sneaky ability for a large receiver who's that kind of stereotypical X. So I love the ability from Denzel Mims to get out of his break here, 3-step slant, break that first tackle, and nearly take it all the way home. One more example over the middle is his toughness. And that's something you don't necessarily think of unless you're talking about a Cole Beasley or that kind of slot receiver. This is just putting your body on the line. Have a look when Sam Darnold releases this ball. He knows he's getting popped from the corner and the safety coming over as well, the linebacker, and does a great job protecting the football again. Extended hands over the middle, catching the ball away from the frame, tucks it and puts it away. Denzel Mims, when he was on the field last year, was extremely effective. If you look at his numbers, he had 15.5 yards per reception in 2020. That's really good on a very, very bad offense. He had 40 yards a game, but a lot of that was overshadowed by the poor quarterback and O-line play and Adam Gase not trying to make him the focal point of this offense like he should have been. Denzel Mims was the third-rated PFF rookie receiver last year. The talent is oozing out of Denzel Mims. And even though we've seen him struggle somewhat on the offseason because he hasn't been healthy, I'm not sitting here worried about him playing with the third-string receivers and the third-string offense. I truly believe that LaFleur and Salah are using this as a confidence booster. Checkpoints for him to get healthy, start to get some form rolling, and overtake receivers on the depth chart. Don't get me wrong. Is it something that gives you cause for pause? Definitely. But I will bet that when the games roll around in a couple of weeks and we get into the second and third preseason games, Denzel Mims will be starting for the New York Jets in 11 personnel, and he's going to have a really effective 700 to 800 yard season for Gangrene.